Welcome everyone to this Settle In live session. My name is Adam and I'm a digital content manager with Settle In. Today we will discuss continuing education opportunities for adults in the United States and how they can support your career pathway. Please remember, when commenting during this live session, not to share any personal or confidential information as we are public facing. Today we're going to explain the different types of education available to adults in the United States that can help you achieve your employment goals. Let's start by first discussing the difference between higher education and continuing education. Higher education refers to education beyond high school, typically college or university. Continuing education is a broader term to describe education programs that include college or university, but also shorter courses or learning programs such as certificate programs or learning English. In general, Americans believe that a person is never too old or too young to learn new things. Adults frequently pursue work and study together because while studying can lead to better opportunities, education programs can be expensive and can take time. Now that we have this framing, let's talk in more detail about educational opportunities that you might find of most interest in reaching your career goals. We will look at English language programs, high school diplomas or equivalents, vocational training, college and graduate degrees. We will also spend some time discussing degree evaluations. As we review each of these items, it's important to always remember that finding your first job is the most important step. It builds work history in the United States and will help you move into higher quality jobs in the future. Learning English is important to a successful adjustment to life in the United States. Learning English will help take care of your needs, get a job, be successful on the job, and communicate with other Americans. You may not have much time to study English before finding a job, but once you find a job, you will need to study English and work at the same time. Your resettlement agency can help connect you to English classes in your community. Many communities offer free or low-cost English classes from beginner to advanced levels and at a variety of times to accommodate different schedules. In order to participate in many education and job training programs in the United States, you will need a high school diploma, a certified equivalent, or a passing score on the Test of General Educational Development, GED. In the United States, a high school diploma usually takes 4 years to complete. Public high schools in the United States are typically free, but private school options are available at all different price points. A GED exam, however, takes about 3 months to study for and pass. The test is available in English, Spanish, and French, but availability can vary by state. GED testing costs vary from state to state, but are typically under $50. The cost of GED prep courses and materials can vary, but are typically under $300. With a high school diploma or GED, you could pursue a career in transportation, manufacturing, or the service industry, or as mentioned, pursue further education. Vocational training is a program or course that teaches very specific technical skills needed for a particular job or career. These programs typically take between 10 weeks to 2 years to complete. Often completing a short-term vocational training program can be the quickest path to meaningful employment in an in-demand career in many cities in the United States. The cost of vocational training programs varies based on the type of class, how long it is, and who is offering it. There are also many options for receiving discounted or free entrance into these programs. Some of the most common programs range in cost from around $2,000 to $5,000. Many vocational training programs do not require English fluency, and some are even offered in a number of different languages, making them easy to attend and complete for someone new to the English language. This is a great option for individuals still learning English who are seeking quick and quality employment. Individuals can get connected to vocational training opportunities through a resettlement agency, an American Job Center, a community or technical college, or a local nonprofit. The best way to get started is to connect with your resettlement agency to learn about local options, costs, and funding. Your resettlement agency may also assist in the enrollment process. Common jobs with vocational training include welding, plumbing, web design and some IT careers, certified nursing assistant and some medical careers, pharmacy technician, and more. Many vocational training programs even offer student stipends, apprenticeships, and paid training opportunities. Generally, vocational credentials lead to jobs that are practical, hands-on, and skills-based. Finally, we have college and university degrees. There are different types of degree programs: associate degree, bachelor's degree, and graduate degree. An associate degree typically takes 2 years to complete. Common jobs with an associate degree include medical assistant or technician, office management and administration, web development, hospitality, and sales. The cost of an associate degree varies based on the type of school offering the program and its location in the U.S., the type of program, and how long it takes to complete. There are also many options for receiving discounted entrance and scholarships for these programs. Some of the most common associate degree programs range from $5,000 to $30,000 per year. A bachelor's degree typically takes 4 years to complete. Common jobs with a bachelor's degree include roles in the nonprofit sector, marketing, communications, business, nursing, teaching, finance, and IT. The cost of a bachelor's degree varies based on the type of school offering the program, the type of program, and how long it takes to complete. Some of the most common bachelor's degree programs range from $10,000 to $50,000 per year. After receiving a bachelor's degree, some students choose to pursue a graduate degree. This typically takes 2 to 7 additional years after obtaining a bachelor's degree. Individuals with a graduate degree may become doctors, lawyers, or engineers. To pursue a graduate degree can take many years of full-time schooling, advanced English, and specialized industry-specific skills. The cost of a graduate degree also varies based on the type of institution offering the program. The costs of common graduate degree programs typically start around $30,000 per year. If you're considering attending a college or university, keep the following things in mind. To attend a college or university, you need a high level of English fluency, including reading and writing skills. Although these degrees can also lead to quality and higher paying jobs, they take significantly more time to complete. While college and university programs can be very expensive, you might qualify for grants, scholarships, and other financial assistance. You might also qualify for loans that allow you to pay the cost of tuition over a longer period of time. In August, the Support for Afghan Financial Empowerment program will host a webinar on financing your education. Make sure to check safeirc.org or follow the Settle In page for more information. As we finish today's presentation, we wanted to spend a moment talking about degree evaluation. Degree evaluation is the process of evaluating a diploma, degree, or certification that an individual has received from an institution in one country for it to be accepted in another. If you completed your education outside of the U.S., you must have credentials evaluated to have them understood and recognized by educational institutions, employers, licensing, and certification boards in the U.S. The degree evaluation process can be complex. It is expensive and time-consuming and often requires documents, translations, and paperwork that can be difficult to collect or may not be accessible. In certain cases, a degree may be evaluated but not recognized in the U.S. as sufficient qualifications for an employer, licensing, or certification board, or educational institution. For most newcomers, the degree evaluation process is not the best option. They instead choose to pursue an education that can lead to a good job in the U.S., even if they have already completed similar education previously in their home country. There are many organizations in the United States that provide degree evaluation services. When selecting a degree evaluation provider, it's important to understand all their requirements, costs, and the timeline for completing the work, and where their degree evaluations are recognized to make the best choice. The National Association of Credential Evaluation Services, NACES, is a nonprofit organization whose members provide degree evaluation services and can be a good starting place for finding the right provider for your unique situation. Now we would like to answer some of your questions. While we will not have time to answer all questions, our team will be monitoring the comments and answering them as quickly as possible. Please remember, when commenting during this session, not to share any personal or confidential information, as this live session is public. You may continue to send us direct messages with any sensitive questions. Can senior individuals 72-year-old and above work and learn English? This is a great question. Americans believe that a person is never too old or too young to learn new things. Learning English will ultimately help you adjust successfully to your new community. Regardless of your age or gender, learning to speak and understand English will help you become more self-reliant, find employment with better pay, and interact with new friends and neighbors. As we mentioned earlier in the session, your resettlement agency can help connect you to English classes in your community. All ages are welcome. Many communities offer free or low-cost English classes from beginner to advanced levels and at a variety of times to accommodate different schedules. The United States also embraces workers of all ages. Your resettlement agency can connect you with services to assist with the job search to find a role that meets your skills and abilities. Your community might also have a senior center or organization that supports older residents. If you need help finding an organization in your area, send us a message. Individuals who have not completed grade 12 and are 20 years old or older, can they continue their grade 12 education in the U.S. and graduate from high school? Is there any help available to support these individuals to get their high school diploma? Thanks for your question. The maximum age to attend high school varies by state. You should discuss your interest in attaining a high school diploma or equivalent with your resettlement agency to get the best information. Those who don't meet the age eligibility criteria to enter high school in the U.S. can attend classes and pass the General Educational Development GED test. This test is the equivalent of a high school diploma. Talk to your resettlement agency about local programs to support you in this effort. Can college and university students transfer their credits from Afghanistan? And are they counted and accepted in the U.S.? Good question. You should contact the school or college where you plan to enroll to learn about their credit transfer policy. Academic institutions might let students transfer credits, but could limit the number of foreign credits accepted and how they can be applied to your degree program. What options are available for those newcomers who have specialized degrees, in particular medicine, engineering, and law degrees, since they need U.S. qualification and equivalent to work in those fields in the U.S.? Thank you for your question. As we mentioned earlier, it can be quite challenging and take many years to get back into your previous career. In certain cases, a degree may be evaluated but not recognized in the U.S. as sufficient qualifications for an employer, licensing, or certification board, or educational institution. You might need to go back to school to do additional coursework or degrees in your field. We recommend talking to your resettlement agency to learn about career programs in your area. You can also search online for a local American Job Center or apply for programs like Upwardly Global for additional assistance in achieving your career goals in the United States. The Upwardly Global website includes state licensing guides for major U.S. states to help you understand the licensing process. If you're looking for credential evaluation providers in your field, visit the National Association of Credential Evaluation Services website.